This is the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, where each week this brother-sister duo gets together to discuss the box office, latest film and TV scoops, along with our latest movie or show review, and what we're getting into next. We're your host, Cheryl.
And Jay.
My little hat is like flopping big time. My emoji has a chef hat on because Anna was a chef and you, me, and Tuscany. But it's too floppy, but we're going to keep it till it's too late.
Is it distracting you?
A little bit, but it'll be okay. If you're on audio, you have no idea what I'm even talking about. All right, so Jay is on deck for trivia. What you got?
All right, you, me, and Tuscany trivia. This movie is directed by Kat Coiro, who has not an extremely long filmography, but has directed a lot of TV episodes and shows. One popular Marvel show that Kat Coiro directed a pilot episode for. What would that be?
Wait a minute. Okay, so I looked her up to put our movie thing together, but I don't think I know the answer to this.
Oh.
Is this She-Hulk?
Yes. How did you not? So you looked it up, but you didn't know that?
Well, because in Wikipedia, it says that she did like 8 episodes. But you just said pilot.
It's on Wikipedia. It says other pilots include Marvel's She-Hulk or Turning Out Law.
Okay.
It does say 6 episodes, though. So I don't know why it only says pilots. But,
interesting.
Yeah. So, directed 6 episodes of Marvel's She-Hulk.
So this explains why I liked it.
Yeah. Also, including other things that she directed the pilot episode for. She directed the pilot episode for ABC's Modern Family.
Oh.
And she also did, not pilot episode. She did 1 episode, Modern Family.
Okay.
Did an episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is another show that we used to watch, we watched all the time.
I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
And they did another show. She's done a couple episodes on Matlock, which is currently running. So
she know her stuff.
Yeah. You, Me, and Tuscany is just the most recent movie. She's got 2 more movies coming out after that don't have any details yet. But before You, Me, and Tuscany, she did Marry Me, the Jennifer Lopez rom-com, the latest one. So,
oh, yeah. That was the one with the...
I think Luke Wilson?
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
The other Wilson. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Good for her.
Yeah.
I feel like she got a lot ahead of her. She's pretty good. I'm kind of spoiling our review, but we did like it. All right, so that will be it for our trivia this week. Let's hop into the rest of the episode. Welcome to the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, your favorite podcast for movie and TV show news, trailers, and vaguely nerdy topics.
Each week, we dive into the latest film release, talk about the plot, characters, our favorite scenes, and give our rating out of 5 Nicole Kidmans.
Whether you're a casual moviegoer or a hardcore cinephile, we've got something for you. Reviews, news, hot takes, and a few surprises along the way.
So grab your popcorn, open your favorite podcast app or YouTube, and let's roll the reel on this week's latest episode of the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
My floppy hat is flopping while I did. Okay, we have one bit of a new movie news. We have a couple cars in Trailer Park, and then we have some Buncha Crunch. So a little light on the news, which is probably good because next week is CinemaCon. So there'll probably be 18 billion pieces of news that we'll talk about. And it'll be a 3-hour episode. So just, we'll be all right for this week. At the top of our new movie news, Parable of the Sower is getting a movie adaptation. Now, I'm not going to say we are in our era of book adaptations because movies have come from books for the beginning of time.
Like Stephen King.
Exactly. However, it does seem like it's happening more often, maybe bigger movies are getting made from books.
Sure.
Maybe.
Yeah. Book movies are making more money.
Okay, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because we just had Project Hail Mary. It's doing extremely well. And we've done several on this episode, or several episodes on this podcast. And it just seems like every week we're getting a new movie or new book that's getting turned into a movie.
It Ends With Us was one. Housemaid was one.
Housemaid was one. It's getting a sequel because that did so well.
Yeah.
All the movies with reminders of him, memories of him, whatever him.
The Hallmark movies.
The one homegirl suing her co-star for.
That's the It Ends With Us, Blake Lively one.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All the Hunger Games.
Girl with the dragon tattoos.
Right. So it's not new, but I feel like
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl, yep.
It's one of my favorites.
Harry freaking Potter.
Yes.
Speaking of, I forgot one of the biggest ones. It just seems like more, I don't know, bigger movies, like you just said, movies that are getting adapted are making more money, which is not a bad thing. Everybody always hates sequels, prequels, and reboots. And now I feel like people are trying to slide in. They don't want book adaptations either. I'm like, y'all, you need to relax.
Right.
Like, let's let one medium transition to another. That's not necessarily a bad thing. So Anywho, Parable of the Sower, however, is going to be directed by, I'm going to jack up her last name, so I'm so sorry.
Melina Matsoukas.
Thank you. Is going to direct this upcoming movie. If you don't know who she is, I recognize her name, but I still had to look her up. She has directed a lot of Beyonce videos.
Yep.
Like a lot. She's also directed some episodes of Insecure, and she directed one of my favorite movies I love to hate.
Oh.
Queen and Slim.
That's such a happy ending.
I hate that movie. She ain't write it though. She ain't write
Is
it.
that not a rom-com?
It is the opposite of
A rom tragedy?
Don't even put the rom. What's the opposite of rom?
Tragedy com?
There,
No,
tragic depression. I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know what that's.
A Great Depression.
Just drama. It's just straight up just drama chaos. There need to be a movie genre called drama chaos. Queen and Slim would fit into that. What's the other movie I love to hate? Malcolm and Marie.
Oh yeah.
It would fit right into that. It's just
romantic dramedy. No, not
nope,
funny.
Tragic depression. That's the name of that genre. So anywho, I didn't love that movie, but she didn't write it. So maybe that was the issue. I think that was the issue. It looked like a really, like the cinematography of Queen and Slim was pretty good. Like it looked good. Hated the script though. Anywho, she is going to be directed and producing this adaptation of, if you're not familiar with Parable of the Sower, it is a sci-fi odyssey novel. So we getting in our sci-fi bag here. By Octavia E. Butler. It's set in a post-apocalyptic Earth that's influenced by climate change and social inequality, which today, just playing. Or is it really post-apocalyptic? Is it today? The novel follows Lauren, who's a young woman who can feel the pain of others and becomes displaced from her home. Several characters throughout the movie and through walks of her life join her on her journey north and learn of a religion when she has envisioned titled Earth Seeds. Now, I'm about to start a new thing. I'm going to start reading books of movies that are coming out that I feel like we're going to see.
Okay.
Now, I failed with Project Hail Mary. It's too late.
Okay.
I ain't going backwards. But Hunger Games is coming out.
You're going to read Sunrise on the Reaping?
I'm going to read Sunrise on the
Hunger
Reaping.
Game books aren't terrible. I've read the first two.
I think that one did pretty good, right? People really like that one?
The book? Yes.
The book. Okay. So I'm going to read that.
It's strange for most because it just came out.
I think they timed it that way.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, you writing a book? We about to do a movie. Let's do this together, girl. Let's do this together. I have not read Parable of the Sower. I know of it. I know of Octavia E. Butler. But I'm going to read this. And there's something else coming out that I said I was going to read.
Children of Blood and Bone.
I started that on audiobook. I think I need a hardback. I think I need the paper. I think I need the physical.
Okay. Not all audiobooks are great.
Because I was listening to it and it wasn't, I don't know. Something wasn't hitting.
Not good narrator or?
I don't know, but I just never picked it up. And I was just like, I need a book. I think I need the pages.
You have the Untamed comic?
I have the Untamed. Boom. I have that one. I feel like something else is coming out and I was like, I'm going to add it to my list. So that's going to be the thing. I'm going to try to read the books before, not everyone. Like I ain't reading no Stephen King joints. You count me out of that.
They're not all bad.
I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be scared while I'm reading. I don't want to be scared while I'm reading. Like it's terror. That sounds like a terror because in your mind I'm like formulating.
Okay.
No, but this one, Parable of the Sower, is on the list. A lot of people were excited about this. It's a very popular book. It was on the bestsellers list. Octavia E. Butler was a pioneer in a science fiction genre, becoming the first Black woman to achieve national recognition for her work. So this is a big deal. People are excited. As we had the conversation about Children of Blood and Bone, casting will be absolutely important. Mm-hmm. We already got discourse about that. We're going to bring it up. So we'll see.
The Blood and Bone casting?
Yes.
I didn't see that.
There's some...
oh, God. Not dark enough?
Yes. Yep.
It's always that.
I was trying to... I guess colorism was probably the word I was looking for there. Yeah, there's already... They revealed the logo of the movie this past week. It's not a trailer. It's like a 2 or 3 second. This is what the logo. Yeah. So
we have interesting perspective.
Yeah,
because we're both dark skinned.
Right.
So when people are like, it's not dark enough,
I'll be like,
I
don't know.
I feel like we're all okay.
And, right. That's why I want to read the book, because I want to read the book and then watch the movie to see what side of the fence I'm on. Because sometimes I'm like, well, I didn't read it, so I don't know. I can't have like the educated conversation because I'm like, I ain't read the book, so I don't know.
They did the same thing with Aaron Pierre.
They did. They
With Green
did.
Lantern.
It's the
sure
exact
did.
same conversation with Aaron Pierre. Now, I will say the other guy, Stephen James.
Yeah.
I feel like he would have fit the part look better.
I mean, I'm somebody with Jon Stewart's actual complexion.
Right. So I was kind of on their side. I was like, I get it.
Okay, I get it.
But I like Aaron Pierre, so what am I supposed to do about this?
Okay.
Yeah, this is okay, guys. It'll work out. It'll be fine. So excited about this coming out. I'm actually excited about reading the book because it's extremely popular. I will admit I'm not a big book reader, but I feel like with all these movies coming out, I want to start picking up books that are getting turned into movies. So as we learn more about this, we'll definitely talk about this, especially when the casting comes up. We will definitely bring you the news.
That's a sequel. She wrote a sequel like 5 years after that one called Parable of the Talents. So.
Okay, so sequel potential.
Yeah,
I like
franchise potential.
Hey, I ain't mad at no black sci-fi franchise here.
Yeah.
We ain't got one. So sure.
Yeah.
Well, Children of Blood and Bone.
Coming. We don't have it yet.
Yeah.
So we still have one.
You're right. We are not in the future, unfortunately.
All right. So that is all the movie news this week. Let's roll into the trailer park.
Toot toot. Beep.
All right. First stop on the trailer park is we have the final trailer for Wears Prada 2. This comes out May 1st.
So close. It's so close. Very excited.
No news on when those buckets are going on sale.
Man, listen.
This never released the
Every
buckets.
single time we go to the movies, y'all, and we
Just
go to the
concepts
movies
of buckets.
every single week, ain't no freaking purse bucket. They got that. Sorry, that ugly Michael Jackson hat. I don't like it. It's
not.
ugly.
The hat is ugly.
They got the Project Hail Mary helmet. They got
Gold.
the Marios.
the cube thingy.
I don't know what it is. It's ugly. I don't like it. Where is my purse? Where if I go to this movie and I don't have my purse popcorn bucket, it's not going to be a good experience
They
for me.
just put out the popcorn bucket for some other movie that's coming out.
Maybe they're waiting.
It's like the movie Click Clacker.
Oh, Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, the Mortal Kombat buckets are out.
That's coming out after.
Wears Prada.
Listen, I better
That's
get
that's a dumb
I
bucket.
better
It's too
get
small.
my purse bucket, or I'm going to be hot. I'm going to be hot, and my movie won't be as good. Please continue.
Wears Prada comes out May 1st. We get the final trailer, which is the plot trailer. Which
pretty
tells
much.
us that the reason they've brought Andy back to the agency is because there is some type of scandal that they want her to help them through.
It's like a social media situation.
Yeah.
So they're making it in modern times,
Yeah.
which I'm not mad at yet until we see it.
But they didn't reveal what the scandal is yet. They're going to save that for the movie, which
Thank
is
you.
great.
Thank you.
But this is just more scenes of the movie, but
for action.
actual plot of the film. That
Now,
we're getting
you made a good point. I think maybe when we got the first trailer where you were like, I wonder if there's a third villain. Like, not a third villain. I wonder if we haven't seen who the villain is.
Yes.
Because at first I was like, oh, is Emily going to be the villain? Like, Emily Blunt going to be the villain? But I don't think that's true.
As they reveal more and more, it seems like she's more present with them than not with them.
So I do think there's like a hidden person that they're not hiding who's the actual antagonist.
Yeah.
And thank you for hiding it. I don't need to see it. We about to get to that point where they're going to release clips or whatnot.
Yeah, they are already releasing clips.
We
so.
scrolling by.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling by. I don't see none of that. I'm very excited for this stuff.
Yeah, this is good.
Super excited for this.
Next up on the trailer park is for the third trailer for Mortal Kombat 2. This comes out May 8th, the next week after The Devil Wears Prada. What is this about? We just get additional plot details for this film. The Mortal Kombat tournament is between Outworld and Earth, and it's about whoever wins rules the respective universe.
Yes.
But the typical story of Mortal Kombat is when the movie picks up, Earth Realm has lost so many times that this
Twice
is the
so
last
far.
chance. Yes.
Yes.
And that's how the games go too.
Okay.
They've lost
I was gonna
too
ask you
many
that.
times. Now this is the last chance to win.
3 strikes, you're done. Okay.
So they have to defeat Shao Kahn in order to stop Earth Realm from being taken over.
Right.
And we're getting a returning cast of everybody from the previous movie, plus some additional characters from the roster.
And actual combating.
And actual combat.
I will also say this trailer got me more hype.
Yeah, the trailers are getting better as they go.
I'm very excited about this
Yeah.
one. I don't want that popcorn bucket. Y'all can keep it.
Interesting what the runtime of this movie is going to be like. It's a lot of stuff going on in
I
this
can look it
trailer.
up.
It's a much more going on in this trailer than what went on in the entire last movie.
And that one dude ain't in it. What's his name? Cole?
He in it.
Is
He's not
he?
in the trailer. He's not in this last trailer, but he's in
Okay.
the movie. But he did say that they have plans for his character. So there are rumors that his character is going to transition into an actual familiar character that people know in the Mortal Kombat roster.
So they were like, sorry for messing up the first time. Let's give you another chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So they're thinking about, there's rumors that he might be Kenshi.
Okay.
That they haven't gotten to him yet. Kenshi's the blind guy with the sword.
Right.
And the telekinesis.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I didn't dislike him, but the character, we were like, who is he? Well, why do we care?
Right.
So it is an hour and 56 minutes.
The new one?
Yes.
Okay. So that's
not
good.
bad. That's pretty good.
A little
That's
under 2 hours.
Good. Yeah, I feel like over would be too long, but you don't too far under because then you don't feel like you get enough.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, this trailer is selling me more. I'm very excited. I'm glad we're ramping up. And this trailer got released because tickets are officially on sale now. So gotta go get those.
Next stop on the trailer park is for The Punisher: One Last Kill. This comes to Disney Plus on May 12th. Everything's coming out in May.
Literally.
What is this about? This is Jon Bernthal reprising his role as Punisher. This is supposed to be a side quest that takes place right before his appearance in Spider-Man Brand New Day. That's what it says in the synopsis of the trailer on the official YouTube channel.
Okay.
It doesn't give us too many details about what the show is going to be about, but it does say that Frank is trying to go on a lighter path, but gets pulled back into the fight by something that has come back from his past.
I have a question. What do I need to watch to prepare for this? Because
I don't think you need to watch anything. This is standard every Punisher lore.
I don't even know what that is.
I mean, the Punisher lore is that
because I didn't watch Daredevil, remember?
You watched the original Punisher with Rebecca Romijn.
I didn't. You mean the movie?
Yeah, the movie. Not Rebecca Romijn. Punisher with the guy with Thomas Jane.
Nope.
And John Travolta.
Nope.
You didn't see the original
Oh, and John
Punisher
Travolta
movie?
was Bullseye?
No.
No. Just made that up. So I need to watch that.
Okay, so it was Thomas Jane was Frank Castle. That was the first Punisher movie. Rebecca Romijn, Laura Herring, John Travolta.
I feel like I would have seen that if it was John Travolta. And I mean, I would have remembered if I've seen it. No, I have not. Oh, yes.
I said we
sort of
at the movies.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I need a refresher.
The
22 years old. Give me a break.
The Punisher lore is that he was a cop. His family was killed by one of the criminals that he was undercover
his
investigating.
His daughter's dead, obviously.
They killed his whole family.
Okay.
And that's why he started, his
being the Punisher.
Being the Punisher.
Is he a good guy or a bad guy?
He's an anti-hero.
Gotcha.
That's his backstory. Now, what this is supposed to be is something from his past. I'm not sure if it's related to that backstory or something new.
Gotcha.
Has brought him back into the darkness.
The movie, I mean, the trailer makes it seem like that is it because they show like flashes of his daughter, I guess? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. And who's the black guy?
He was a character in, I think, Daredevil.
Okay.
Because that's where the Punisher first appeared.
Right. I knew that part.
Yeah.
Okay. I think maybe I'm caught up. This looks good though. I will say it looks like Marvel was using this opportunity to go rated R. They were like,
oh wait, no, I'm so wrong. The Punisher did have a series.
Oops.
It was on Netflix.
Edit that out.
So it was one of the pre-Disney Plus series.
Okay.
I keep forgetting about those because they don't talk about the Netflix ones anymore. They only talk about Daredevil.
Well, they only talk about the Netflix ones if they are coming back. Right, yeah. Exactly. So if they are coming back. Yeah. So this Punisher movie has a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes from critics.
It's not great.
And a 63 from audience. It don't look great.
This was like Fox leather spandex suits. Ooh. Old Punisher.
Okay.
Yeah, this is pre-Iron Man.
So maybe I'll watch the series. Is it long? Is it like multiple seasons?
Is the series on Disney Plus?
Oh, that's a good question.
Did they move all of the Netflix series to Disney Plus?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'll look.
Okay. But there's 2 seasons, so.
Oh, that ain't bad.
And there's 26 episodes
crap. This
total.
Come out in a month?
So.
I don't know if I'm going to fit this in.
You better get you a good YouTube synopsis.
Yeah, that's
maybe New Rockstars has something for you.
Yeah, somebody got to.
They'll do a
breakdown or something.
There you go.
You're right.
About all the relevant pieces.
There's like 15 other shows I need to watch. I can't squeeze nothing in.
Next stop on the trailer park is for Mutiny. This is another Jason Statham action flick that comes out August 21st, 2026. What is this about? Jason Statham.
Being Jason Statham.
Is a man who is framed for the murder of his billionaire industrialist boss and must go on the run. But that's not the plot. The plot is that while he's on the run, he is smuggling on a cargo boat that is being taken over by some type of mercenaries.
It's funny.
He has to fight the mercenaries to also protect the other passengers on this cargo boat.
Where did I get this plot line from? Because you're right. What you described in the trailer is correct.
That is the plot of that's where
But the trailer don't show nothing about no billionaire boss.
The plot that you have in the notes is
right?
the plot that's everywhere.
Okay.
But the trailer is something completely different.
Thank you. Because as you are describing, like, wait a second. You're right. The trailer don't show nothing about no boss.
Include the boat.
And being framed for murder.
Yeah, so none of the synopses include the boat plot.
Statham.
So
I appreciate he getting his bills paid.
I mean, they're not my bills, so I don't appreciate it.
Right.
I'm glad he's working.
You're not benefiting. He seems like a nice guy. I don't know. It's a typical Jason Statham movie, and he's determined not to do nothing else, I guess.
I've never been a fan of like the Steven Seagal type of movies.
No,
like I mean, because that's what these are. These are the new age Steven Seagal movies where it's like very minimal plot and a lot of just one guy who doesn't know real life martial arts kicking a bunch of.
He got to at this point.
But
he got to know martial arts at this point.
I mean,
by byproduct of working these movies.
Sure, maybe no.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
He can know how to move.
Yes.
He can fake it.
Yes.
Okay.
For the cameras.
Gotcha.
But this is going to be another Jason Statham action flick. This is coming out between the next Beekeeper movie that's also going into production
Beekeeper
as well.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he has that other movie that came out or is going to come out with the girl. I think that came out already.
Oh, another one with another man on fire?
Yes, where a girl shows up to his cabin in the woods that he been hiding out in. He got to save her because somebody trying to come get the girl.
Oh, yeah. That one too.
Or whatever. I'm disappointed in him. He could be doing other stuff. I refuse to believe that he is not good at other things.
He was in Fast and Furious.
Other things. I said other things.
Italian Job?
Fine. That's at least his filmography is long as crap.
Yeah, I mean,
a working man.
So Steven Seagal's.
Shelter. That was the movie I was talking about. That came out earlier this year.
I liked The Meg, but they ruined it with that sequel.
Didn't like
they
The Meg,
really threw that in bin.
Which is funny because that was our very first episode, by the way.
It was. And I like that movie.
Expendables 1, 2, and 3. Crank. He's just refusing to do anything else interesting.
I mean, they look at the filmography.
It's long. I mean, the bills are paid.
He makes more movies than most actors.
He does. And they do okay. Like, they do fine.
Beekeeper did surprisingly well.
At the box office, so people like it.
Yeah.
So, shout out to everybody involved.
And Working Man. People liked Working Man, too. So.
Whatever. He's doing a movie called Viva La Madness. It's another action thriller directed by Guy Ritchie. Stars Jason Statham.
Is it going to star Henry Cavill too? Guy Ritchie loves Henry Cavill.
No, this one has Jason Isaacs in it though.
Oh, okay.
So at least I got somebody different.
Well,
yeah.
Shout out to everybody involved in Mutiny.
I guess. And Viva Las Madness.
And Viva Las Madness in Shelter.
Godly.
That is all the stops of the trailer park. Let's dive into this Buncha Crunch.
All right, little bite of Buncha Crunches this week. By Any Means, which is a movie we talked about a little while ago that is going to star Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. And Marky Mark, unfortunately, is getting a release of Labor Day. Originally, Starla K. Brown was going to play the main role, but Yaya took over.
Okay.
Ain't a bad switch out. Okay, either one. I take either one. So, as a reminder, I had to remember what this movie was about. And this is set in the backdrop of 1966 Mississippi, loosely based on true events of the manhunt thriller following a volatile partnership between a hardened mafia hitman, who I'm going to guess is Marky Mark, because the next person says is a young black FBI agent, who I'm going to assume is Yaya, are forced to have an uneasy alliance to track down people who are killing civil rights leaders. Now, what I did find out is that Giancarlo Esposito is in this, and I think he is playing the civil rights leader that gets killed. And Nicole Bahari. Did I say her last name right? Bahari. They don't say who she is. I'm guessing a love interest of Yaya.
Maybe a cop.
Or a cop. Yeah. Or a reporter, like an investigative reporter.
Okay.
That could be it. She don't be in enough stuff, so I'm happy.
No, I think she's currently on the news show.
Yes, Newsroom, News Bank, the news press box.
Good morning.
There it is, the morning show.
The morning show.
We found it. We got it. Obviously, we don't watch it, but we got it. I like her. She's not enough things, so I'm happy to see her in this. This will be coming out, like I said, Memorial Day, and it's coming out against How to Rob a Bank. So the choice of this is interesting.
Okay.
How to Rob a Bank is the movie, which I think is also directed by Guy Ritchie, speaking of, who with Lex Luthor. What's his name? Nicholas Hoult.
Oh, okay.
Zoe Kravitz, and it's about, I think they are bank robbers that like show them robbing banks, like on social media or something.
Interesting. Okay.
So it'll be two thrillers going head to head the same weekend, which is not really what you would want, but one obviously has a different plot than the other.
Right.
So we'll see. Next up, we have some exciting news that I was pleased to hear. Marvel Zombies is returning for season 2.
Yay.
If you watch if you watch season 1, that left off on a cliffhanger, and they were just like, "Here's your cliffhanger, goodbye."
And yet another hex.
And but this hex was Wanda. This wasn't like Wanda offspring. It wasn't an offspring, no.
And so was the first hex.
Yeah.
Wanda would never leave the hex accusations.
No,
she would never escape them.
When she come back, it's gonna be a hex.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, God dang it, Wanda, do
It's
something.
It's gonna be a hex of doomsday.
I don't care what they do with Wanda.
I'm calling it.
As long as they bring her back, I'll take a hex again. It's fine. But
everything is hex.
Brad Winderman, I think I'm saying his name, or Winderbaum. I don't know what's that. Brad, TV Brad from MCU says, I can't say anything about it. Why'd you mention it? But it delivers not just on zombies. Interesting. But also like an MCU thing that's never really happened before that we're excited to do. He talks like Kevin Feige. He is learning from Kevin Feige to announce a thing and then don't say anything about the thing. But that's fine. That's probably why they hired him. He's pretty good at that. So excited about season 2 for Marvel Zombies. We do not have a release date, or even if they started doing anything with it.
We still don't even have much information about X-Men 97. So, and that went in production way before
it's
Marvel
coming
Zombies
this
did.
year.
So
2026.
Yeah.
Now it's April, so we got a long time to go, but it's coming sometime in 2026. And then speaking of more Marvel news, Lee Sung-jin and Johanna Kylo are working on a script for Marvel's X-Men movie. Mm-hmm. And why that is important is because we are waiting for that movie, and that script is extremely important to the survival of, if you ask anybody, it's important to the survival of Marvel. And you're like, yeah, we'll see. It is very important though. But they both worked on a screenplay for Thunderbolts. Okay. So that's a good thing. And then they are also, I think, Lee is from Beef, or big typo in my notes there. Lee is from the show Beef, and Joanna is from the show Bear.
So this movie is going to be emotional.
Yes, but
emotions.
Not a but. The Jack Schaefer is the director of X-Men. He also did Thunderbolts. He's also, I think, from Beef.
Right. Yeah.
So Marvel did a campaign pretty much saying, look, we got all these cool people from Beef and the Bear for Thunderbolts. And now they're like, we're going to have all these cool people from Thunderbolts, the Beef and the Bear for X-Men. Don't you want to see this? Don't you want to see this? So I think that's good. They're using people that have a proven track record to write good emotional things. So
yeah, that works.
In X-Men, you need, we want a really good X-Men movie. So I'm glad they're getting people that have good work behind them.
Yeah.
And that's it, y'all. Like I said, it's going to be short, sweet, and to the point. That is all our movie news. We're going to take a short break, maybe, and get into our review for You, Me, and Tuscany. Whoop, whoop. Bongiorno. Huh? Maybe.
Hey.
Okay. I'm learning Italian. For a good reason. Because we is going to Tuscany.
Yeah.
In like 30 days. And I'm very excited. So this review is special to my heart because I was like, oh, is this what it's going to look like? Is this what this going to look like? Anywho, this is the review for You Be in Tuscany. It was released April 10th, 2006. I'm trying to go back to the past for some reason. Director is Kat Corio. Is that how you said it earlier?
I think I called it Coiro.
Kat.
Like Coi Leray?
Sure.
That's the only reference I have for that.
Director's Kat. She's a lady. We like her. Casting characters of You, Me, and Tuscany include Halle Bailey is Anna, or Brianna, as we learn. Rege-Jean Paige is Michael. None of these people have last names. This is funny. Marco Calvani plays Lorenzo. Lorenzo De Moore plays Mateo. I just caught that. Aziza Scott plays Claire, and who else do I want to call out? Isabella Ferreira plays Gabriella, who is Mateo's mom, and then Emmanuel Pecca plays Giuseppe. There's somebody missing on this cast list, and I'm gonna get to later on when we talk about the movie.
Her friend?
Francesca.
Okay.
I don't know why she ain't on here. She needs to be on this cast list because Francesca was a fun name. Claire is her friend.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Runtime of an hour and 45 minutes. So it was pretty good. Short, sweet, and to the point. Budget of $18 million. So they kept it tight. Right now, at the box office opening day, it did $3.16 million domestically. And it's projected to do $8.2 million domestically opening weekend. So almost half his budget. So not too bad. We'll see what the international numbers come in. But hoping this one does really well.
Yeah.
Cinema score A-. Now,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty darn good. I looked up some other movies because I was just curious. The Drama, which we just did last week, was a B+. If I'm not mistaken. Anyone But You, B-.
Okay.
Or a B, something like that. And then another rom-com, which I don't think was actually a comedy, according to some people. The Materialist got a B-.
Okay.
So rom-coms usually lately been sitting around that B area, and it's got an A-. So if that's any indication of how the movie is.
Yeah, people really like this one.
Pretty darn good. And although Little Mermaid, I think, got like an A. So Halle Bailey doing pretty good with the movies. I'm just saying. All right, so Jay is about to hit us with the plot of You, Me, and Tuscany.
The plot of You, Me, and Tuscany is Halle Bailey plays Anna, who is a serial squatter.
And our Anna. That was a funny part of the movie.
That was funny, yeah.
That was a funny part of the movie.
Who is a serial squatter who meets an Italian man in New York and learns that he has an empty villa in Tuscany. So she chooses to secretly fly out to Tuscany to stay at his villa.
Yeah.
But
Squat.
she ends up to squat his villa. But she ends up running into his family and having to she plays a ruse where she convinces his family that she is actually his fiance, so they don't call the police on her.
Right. Kick up out of there.
But hijinks and shenanigans ensue as they fall for it, and she has to keep up with the facade.
Keep up the shenanigans.
And she's also falling in love with the brother of Lorenzo.
Yes. So yeah, she's it's a lovely hijinks and shenanigans. Yeah. Right. All right, so let's get into our non-spoiler thoughts first. You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I can go first.
Hit it.
I thought this was a funny movie. I thought it was pretty predictable.
Sure.
But I don't mind things that are predictable if I at least am being entertained by it.
Sure.
And I think the comedy did a lot for this movie. The plot is a little ridiculous, but you have a lot of fun once you let go of the ridiculous plot and the outlandish nature of some of these characters.
Agree.
But I do think it was a good rom-com. It was fun. It didn't have it was stress-free.
Agree.
I knew how it was going to end.
Sure.
But I liked how the events were playing out.
Okay.
And I think everybody did a good job. I think the cast had a lot of good chemistry.
Okay.
And my standout would probably be Stella Piccolo.
Who is that?
Who's Francesca.
Oh, yeah. There's no person that was missing on the cast list in Wikipedia. Somebody need to update that.
Yeah.
And add Stella.
Yeah.
All right. So I agree with you. This was a very spot-on rom-com. It was cute. It was fun. It was not depressing at all, period. Even those two of our characters have sad elements, but it didn't take over the movie.
Yeah.
It's a feel good situation. You need a movie to decompress for an hour and 45 minutes. This is it. It's cheesy, but I don't care about cheesy in a rom-com.
They're all cheesy.
They get pretty cheesy. And like Jay said, the plot of some of the things that the character, you're like, girl, what are you doing? Nobody would do this. But it's still pretty funny. It's more funny than I thought it would be. I was expecting it to be funny, but the side characters are pretty funny.
Yeah.
Which makes the whole movie
It's funny. A great ensemble cast.
Agree with that. So, and my next note is the casting, the setting. I like that we are not in a New York, LA, or whatever, typical American rom-com places. We're somewhere else. We're in Tuscany.
Right.
Our audience seemed to love it. So I would suggest if you want to see this to go see it in the movie theater.
Yeah.
1, because you support this movie. 2, because it has one of those audience experiences type thing. We didn't have anybody screaming or hollering in the theater or anything like that. But people were obviously enjoying the movie. We did have some people dancing in their seats, though. I peeped that to the left of us. I was like, are they snapping their fingers and dancing? So that was cute. This movie doesn't really have a villain, which I thought was interesting. There's a character that's kind of goofy.
Yeah.
And stupid. He's aloof, I guess you could say. But we didn't have that typical rom-com of somebody's purposely out to destroy a couple and break them up and this and that.
There's an opportunity there, but they didn't go for it.
Right. So I like that it was easy and breezy, and at least that was one trope. It's got all the rom-com tropes, but at least it was one trope we didn't have to unnecessarily add to the movie, because then it's y'all kind of stressing me out. Don't do this. So I appreciate that out of the movie. So yeah, overall, Good time.
Yeah.
Good time. Anything else we like to say non-spoilery?
That's all I had.
All right. Now, it's hard to, you know what happens. Okay. But if you don't really want to know what happens, you can pause, go check this movie out, come back, because we're going to spoil the movie in 3, 2, 1. All right. And as we usually do, we'll start off with our characters. Now, there is a family in this, and then we got our two main. So we'll do our two main characters, and then I have some honorable mentions listed. Okay. I feel like that's the easy way to do it. So Halle Bailey plays Anna. There's a funny scene in the movie where she says her name is Anna, but the Italian family calls her Anna. And then there's back and forth for them. Like, is it Anna? Is it Anna? It's a really cute scene. Anywho, Halle Bailey is very good at playing. I mean, if you've seen Little Mermaid, then you know how she can act, right? She can act. She does emotion very well. She does the very cute, innocent, like, you know, oh, I'm just here, you know, just trying to live my life and learn new things. And, you know, I want to be part of your world kind of situation. I want to
be part of your world.
I mean, kind of. She want to be part of the Tuscan world in this one versus like the above world.
I want to be where the Italians are.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, what our backstory on Anna is that she actually always wanted to go to Florence, or I say Florence. She also wanted to go to Tuscany.
Yeah.
But her mom passed away, passed away. So after her mom died, she didn't want to do anything with cooking, which was what her passion was. She went to culinary school and all that. I think she said she dropped out 2 months before she finished because her mom passed away. You know, and she ended up just being a house sitter. And she house sits, but she like role plays, cosplays as the people whose house
people's clothes.
She be like wearing people's like clothes, walking their dogs, like living their lives.
It's a nightmare.
It's crazy. So the movie opens with her basically impersonating the person who owns the house she's sitting in, and then she get caught because the lady shows up a month early.
Because it doesn't add up. Because like if she's rich, why she's squatting in Tuscany?
I like that the movie opened up that way because I was like, wait a minute, if she's squatting in somebody's villa, why is she doing that? She rich.
I thought it was either a dream sequence or she was squatting because my first note is she's already squatting because it seemed like she had lived in a place in New York.
Okay. You caught it earlier than I did because I was like, if she's already rich, why does she need to break into a villa in Italy? Yeah. So I like that. So that's what she does. And she has a best friend, Claire, I like that Claire supported her, and is trying to get her level set, but she also tells her like, you need to go live your, like, you know, I know your mom passed, but you still need to like live your life and do the things you wanted to do. Yeah. So she does this crazy thing that no sane person should ever do, which is just because she still has the plane ticket. She takes the ticket and just goes off to Tuscany. Yeah. Like, and the movie how the trailer sets it up is she goes there and then she immediately goes to the villa. Mm-hmm. That wasn't her original plan.
That's true.
Her plan was to find accommodations on the whim.
Yeah, she tried to go to a hotel first.
Right, but there's some summer festival going on, so everything booked, right? Because she ain't playing nothing. She just showed up, which is like, girl, don't do that. Anywho, but Halle Bailey does a good job of playing that, like, you know, I'm just going by the seat of my pants situation. But, you know, I'm not really trying to hurt nobody. I'm not being mean. I'm not being rude. You know, I'm just trying to live my life and, you know, experience the life I've never had since, you know, my mom passed and things changed or whatever. She does really good. Like I said, if you've seen Little Mermaid, you know that she can do that type of acting very well. She's got the romance down pat. She got the charm down pat. She's got the, she got some good comedic timing. So that was pretty good. So yeah, she did good in this. I liked her in this.
Yeah, I think that she was funny. And she was charming. Mm-hmm. She's a good actress, and I think she had great chemistry with the rest of the cast as well.
Agree. Yeah. Everybody, because this is an ensemble situation. So next up, we have Rege-Jean Paige, who plays Michael with no last name, or maybe does have. They do have a last name. It's something, but it ain't important.
They don't come up.
It don't matter. Yeah. They call it something family, the Spritzer family, something like that. I don't know. I probably just made that up. Rege's good in this. If I've not seen him, I don't think Jay watched Bridgerton either.
No.
So we didn't see him in Bridgerton. The first thing I've seen that man in was Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Where he was freaking hilarious.
Yes.
Recommend that. And then the next thing we saw him in was in Black Bag, which wasn't a comedy, but he was really good in that as well.
Yes.
So he's got the comedy, he's got the drama, and I guess he already had the romance from Bridgerton, but we ain't seen it before. And now he got the romance.
Yeah.
He does really good. Now, something I didn't realize until I was reading up on this, they are 10 years apart in real life. And normally, That age gap is
They
pretty.
look like it.
You think they did look like it?
He looks older than her.
He does look older, but they do well enough to where I'm not distracted by the fact that he's like 10 years her senior.
Okay.
Because Halle Bailey looks young. Like she
Yeah.
looks like Ariel. She literally looks like Ariel. And he don't look like her uncle, but he look a little older.
Yeah.
But their chemistry is good, right? It don't come off creepy or weird, nothing like that. They do seem like a believable couple. People were being weird about, they don't have no chemistry. Lies.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
All lies.
Yeah.
Don't believe what you read on the internet. Their chemistry is fine. Their chemistry is cute. They play well off each other. So yeah, this was the casting director. You get an A+ cinema score for me. You cast two good people. You have anything for Rege?
He didn't have a lot of comedic scenes. I mean, he was funny, but a lot of the comedy was mostly relied on Halle Bailey and mostly the family.
Yes, agree.
But I think he did a good job, and I think he had good chemistry with Halle. He also didn't have a lot of solo scenes with the family like she did either. His scenes are mostly with Halle. So
yes,
they had a good chemistry. I thought he was good.
I agree. And then I'll do some honorable mentions here. So Lorenzo plays the Lorenzo is the person who gives her a lift. He's like a taxi, essentially. But he's like the cheap taxi because she ain't got no money. Right. She tries to talk to one person. He's like 200 euros. She's like, I ain't got that.
He drives a Fiat.
It's called Coochie.
Yeah. Which means cute.
In Italian.
Yeah.
But the rest of us, we like, what? And she says it. She says it one time she says, like, get this coochie moving. I'm like, okay, all right. But it's funny, right? That was funny. So I liked him. He was funny. He was kind of like her sidekick. He encouraged her to like tell the truth or whatever. But he also thinks this whole situation is romantic. So he's like, girl, whatever. Just do what you gonna do. He has one line. He was like, I tried to tell you to tell the truth, but you do it in a very romantic way. I'm like, yeah, you kind of right. You did try to tell her to tell the truth. Also want to shout out to Aziza Scott, who plays Claire, who's our best friend. We see and hear her best friend in the trailer, and she calls her a couple times through the trip. She's also comedic relief. She's pretty funny. She tries to get her to come back home, and she's like, you know what, just come home, I'll find your room, because she works at a hotel. We'll figure it out. But Claire's also extremely concerned. She don't want her locked up abroad. She has a line where she talks about they take black people's organs. That's true. Which I thought was pretty funny. So shout out to her, because she was also funny. The last but certainly not least, I will mention Stella Piccola, who plays Francesca. Okay. So Francesca is, and I didn't even mention Matteo. Matteo it's interesting because Matteo technically is not a main character. He's like a main side character. But he's just kind of there to push the plot forward, essentially. But Francesca is Matteo's sister-in-law. And she's really nice to Anna, and she loves her, and she provides a lot of the comedic relief because Francesca is cheating on her husband with the plumber named Luigi, which everybody thought was funny because the Mario just came out. I was like, okay, I get it. But she was hilarious. Every time she was on the screen, she was doing something funny. So shout out to the actress because I really liked her.
Yeah, she was good.
She brought a lot of the funny, which I appreciated. Anybody else I forgot?
No, I think that's everybody.
And there's others like a dad, an uncle, a nephew or something. So
all the scenes are together. So
all the family scenes are together, but they're a good family. And I like that they didn't write a grandma who is suspicious of Anna from jump. But she warms up to her, which I liked. And I like that the movie didn't do any type of like, oh, you're black, and where are you from, and did you grow up in the ghetto? They didn't do any of that in this movie, and thank you very much for not doing that. We ain't need this. Is straight up rom-com. We don't need none of that crazy stuff. So, let's get into our likes and dislikes. You want to go first?
Sure. I liked the way that the movie was shot. I liked the setting.
Yes.
I liked all of the characters. And I liked some of the sequences where it focused on the food because she's a chef.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. I had the same thing for likes. I like the setting. Holly's wardrobe, pretty cute. Yeah. I will admit, I got some outfit ideas. Now, I ain't walking around with a crop top, but my stomach all out. We going with our parents, you know what I mean? I'm just playing. But she has some really cute dresses. And I was like, maybe I'll just wear dresses for most of our trips. So shout out to the wardrobe department. You had our homegirl looking cute.
Yeah.
I like that they didn't try to do too much with the movie. It wasn't stuff. We had a whole family, right? But we didn't get a bunch of side characters and side quests and multiple, because they could have done that. Like they could
could've.
have had a cousin doing something, some debauchery.
Well, there was a side plot with the ex-girlfriend that they could have done more with, but they didn't.
they
They
didn't,
could have
you're
used
right.
her as the antagonist, but she wasn't enough to be an antagonist. So.
Right. And I guess she was kind of caught because she was, there's a scene where she's like, her and Mateo like actually like making out. So I guess she was the antagonist, but it's like it was a lie. So you're like, I guess she didn't know it was a lie, but we ain't care about her, essentially. And they could have done more to where she was being like mean and super rude to Anna. Like she realizes that Anna is the fiance, even though it's fake, and she gets a little like, oh, who are you?
Yeah.
But it don't go much further than that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they didn't. We didn't need to have 5 plots because we had 5 family members.
Right.
So I appreciate that. And it got going quickly. Like we didn't take a long time to like she in Italy within the first 10 minutes of the movie, I would say.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we don't do a lot of dragging to get where we going. So I appreciate that. And then I love the running joke that they had in the movie, sandwiches and Giuseppe singing every morning.
Yes,
So,
the gardener trimming and watering the same bush every morning.
So the running joke with the sandwiches was Lorenzo, the cab driver, always had a sandwich. And she also was eating other people's sandwiches.
And chasing people down for
chasing people down for sandwiches. So can't wait to get to Italy for the sandwiches, obviously. And then Giuseppe was seeing out in they live on it's a villa, right? So it's open, it's got a lot of land or whatever. But he was singing every morning like a rooster. Some very loud song. Yeah. And at first, Anna thinks it's cute. And then by one day, she's like hungover and she like over it. Like, hey, could you like shut up? She don't say that to him. But she says it, but he can't hear it.
Right.
So I thought that was funny because the movie takes course over maybe 4 or 5 days. So we see
it's like a week-long festival, I think.
We see 4 or 5 sunrises and Giuseppe out there 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, we do.
It's hilarious. So I like that. Did you have any dislikes?
I didn't have any dislikes really.
I had 2 minor nitpicks. Mm-hmm. Claire said the B word like every time she
on the phone. She did, yeah.
I was like, Claire, I'm gonna need you to call her something else.
That's how the girls talk.
I don't talk to my friends. Like, I don't ever use that word unless I am mad about something and I don't know the person. And it's usually like under my breath because I ain't trying to fight. So I was like, okay. Because I noticed there were a couple kids. Like the movie's very PG-13.
Yeah.
They only kiss at the very end twice.
Yeah.
So it's not super sexualized or anything like that, which I also thought was good. But Claire do say the B word every time she talked to Anna. And I was like, turn it down just a little bit. Minor nitpick, but I still love Claire, the character. She was cool. She needed that best friend with some common sense. And then, now also not a dislike, a nitpick. They didn't really touch on the fact that Michael and Anna had deceased parents. And I thought they were.
I feel like they kind of did it with his longing looks whenever she would talk about her mom being dead.
They did.
They didn't really talk. They didn't really have a conversation like, "Oh, we both have dead parents."
I thought that would have added a little more depth to their relationship, but then maybe I don't know if that's considered like a trauma bond. I don't know. No. Maybe I don't know, or like it could have been spun positively or negatively. I just thought they would have mentioned it more. But you're right. He did look at her intently, like, "Oh, your mom's." Yeah. I was like, "Oh, yeah." It was a touchy moment, but then never come back up. So I was like, "Oh, okay, we're not going back to that." Cool. So yeah, that was it. 2 minor nitpicks. I didn't have many dislikes for this one. All right, so let's get into the ending. You can guess what happens.
Yes.
Happily ever after.
So Lorenzo ends up showing up to the villa. And
right, Mateo. You call him by his real name.
Sorry. Mm-hmm. Mateo ends up showing up to the villa, and at first they want to keep up with the facade because he likes the fact that his family is finally respecting him for being an adult and getting married. Right,
because he got some past with him.
But it eventually falls apart because Mateo wants to live his life still. Yes. And Anna and Michael are clearly in love. So by the end of it, Michael and Mateo kind of get over their brotherly differences that they have because they have a tumultuous brotherly relationship. Because Michael stayed around to help with the family while Mateo went to go live his dreams or whatever, fraternize.
Hijinks and shenanigans.
So Anna and Michael end up getting together after Anna comes clean to the family about the fact that she lied because she doesn't want to keep up the facade because she realizes that the family does genuinely like her.
Right.
And they have come together based around her appearance.
Right.
So she decides to give up the facade, but the family actually accepts her because everybody makes mistakes and everybody comes from some type of background. It's just about where you are now and where you plan to do with your future.
The lesson of the movie.
So Anna and Michael end up staying together.
Yep.
And Anna decides to stay in Tuscany,
which I liked,
with Michael and the family to help work at the family business.
Yes.
Because the father has finally retired. Because that was the big pressure. The father had it's a big family owned business. The father was getting old and it was time for him to step down, but they needed somebody who was skilled enough and mature enough to take over the business. And luckily Anna was the godsend. So,
right. So it was a perfect ending. They could have made it. I thought that they were, what did you say about the ending? I was like, oh, I thought they were going to do something different. I can't remember.
Oh,
get that part out. But yeah, the ending was perfect.
They could have done the ending where she goes all the way back to New York and then Michael shows up.
There it is. They always
do that type of thing.
I thought that they were going to do where she leaves and then Michael shows up, but I like that she stayed.
Yeah.
Like she had her best friend at home, which we see that she's still, they still talking to her because her best friend was pregnant.
Right.
So she's like on the FaceTime or whatever. So she still keeps in touch with her. But I like that she stayed because she said that she didn't really have family.
And she's not even from New York. She's from Atlanta.
Right.
And her mom
moved.
died. So then she has no ties where she's from.
Right. So I love that she stayed and didn't do the whole, I got to go back home. He got to show up. And then we going to live our life here. Like for what? That didn't make any sense. So yeah. Perfect ending. Love the way that it ended. All right. Do we have a favorite line or scene?
I don't think I had a favorite line, but they had good running jokes that I liked. I liked the singing running joke. I liked the sandwich running joke that they had over and over again. There was another running joke that they did over and over again. They did the vineyard tourist bus.
Oh, the vineyard
that kept stopping when they were having like romantic moments.
I like both of those scenes. The one about Francesca cheating.
The Francesca cheating with the plumber running joke that
was
kept going throughout the movie.
The one, I don't know if that was her nephew with the social media who had no followers.
That was a brother.
Yeah. Okay. That was kind of funny because he's like trying to record on it. That's how Mateo finds out that she's over there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because
and I knew that was going to come up.
He's recording her on social media trying to gain followers and trying to get content. And Francesca's like, you got 3 followers. Like, relax, give it a break. Yeah. So that was also pretty funny.
They had good use of running jokes that
didn't get tired,
but were funny.
I agree. I like that. My favorite scenes, mine would be Francesca's scenes. Anytime Francesca showed up,
she was really funny.
She was funny. She kind of added a little, and the movie wasn't sad, but even if it seemed like it was going to turn to something, Francesca had some sort of point of levity. Yeah. So she was
a very
funny.
good unserious sister. But who also had a family, like a husband and kids. So,
and a side piece.
She was very unserious.
Yeah, she has a scene at the end where she's like, everybody's saying, things that they regret or whatever. And the dad's like, I regret this. And Mateo's like, I regret leaving or whatever. And she's like, I regret having an affair. And then she's like, actually, no, I don't. And
she introduces herself to Anna by saying, I'm having an affair with the blood.
Right. And we're like,
she couldn't wait to tell somebody.
And the family's just kind of like, okay, girl.
Well, because she says that she always wanted a sister. So she probably just couldn't wait to have somebody to tell.
Yes, to gossip with.
To gossip with. And she was having
You're
an affair.
Right. You're right. I love Francesca.
She was funny.
She was a highlight for sure. All right. Do you have any random notes?
I have a couple random notes.
Hit it.
Best friends very essential in comedies. This was to Aziza Scott's character.
You know who else is a good best friend? You mentioned Hard Eyes. What?
Yes, Hard Eyes has a great best friend. Best friends are great in comedies.
Yeah, you need those.
You have to have a character that is more out, because if your main character isn't going to be outlandish and say the things that you don't want to say, you have to have a best friend to do it. So that was good.
I did like that.
This is how girls got kidnapped. This is how the girls got kidnapped and taken. This is when she first arrives to Tuscany and she takes a random cab with the man and tells him exactly where she's staying.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, this is exactly how Liam Neeson ended up having to go find his daughter.
That's true. Luckily, this guy was nice, though.
And Aziza also tells her, like, this could be a horror movie.
It could be.
You could easily get kidnapped or end up in jail.
That's when she says, girl, they taking black people's organs.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, you have to suspend your disbelief about the things, the plot of this movie.
She a little too carefree.
Because who would do this.
Just a little too carefree.
She's a bit weird. This was
weird?
about Anna because she has no money, but she wants everything.
Oh,
When
yeah.
she got to Tuscany, she has no money. So she gets to the hotel, and the hotel's like, we're all booked. So she's like, well, do you have a celebrity room? She's like, well, are you a celebrity? So
The girl was
no.
looking at her like,
She gets to the sandwich shop. She has no money to buy the sandwich. So Rege-Jean Paige buys it and then
she get
leaves. And
mad.
she chases him down for the sandwich. It goes off him because he bought the sandwich that she wanted.
that was his funniest moment. So when the sandwich comes back up, and she was like, you stole my sandwich. And he was like, I didn't steal it. I bought it first. She's like, it doesn't matter. He was like, oh, and at least I gave the rest of it to you. And she was like, I threw it away. And he was like, no, you did.
Right.
She looked like, nah, I tore that thing up.
Because you had no other food.
And the one time when Lorenzo was eating a sandwich, she was staring at it lovingly. I'm like, girl, are you hungry? You hungry?
She also wanted to drive Michael's car.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he was like, absolutely not. I was like, girl, you just want to do everything.
And then when she drives a car, she act like she ain't never driven a car before. Yeah, I was like, can she drive?
Then she drinks all the wine at the vineyard. I'm like, she's a little nuts.
She's a sloppy drunk.
She's like a mess.
I love her. I love her.
It was funny,
She's
though.
so outlandishly like unrealistic, but she's so
It
fun.
was so funny, though, because it's like, you're a mess. But this
Right.
is hilarious.
It is hilarious.
I appreciate that it didn't take forever to get started. It
Yeah.
immediately jumped into the plot. Like, she was a squatter from the very beginning.
Yeah.
We didn't have to watch her lose her home or something weird.
They got the backstory in and out real quick.
They did it in like a narration in the beginning, exposition.
Yes, they did. And that was pretty good.
I thought it was funny that the gardener trims the same bush every day.
You didn't like it, see?
No, because you were like, he's the rooster, but I'm like, he's not even moving to
around?
a different part of the garden.
Maybe he do a certain corner every morning. And then
Yeah.
by the time he done with one week, the other corner
Like,
done
how
grown
much
back.
as the bush grows by the next day?
He just do one corner every day.
That's what I meant about a good. That's like a Family Guy joke, where it's like the bush isn't growing. So why are you here every single morning?
And he
in the
loud, y'all.
same bush.
He is loud. He is singing so loud.
So that's a good morning. That's a good running joke because it's fun, running gag because it's funny and it makes no sense and it has no rhyme or reason to be going on. But
Right.
it's just it keeps happening, so it's funny.
So funny.
The rock is going to be used to forgive Halle. I thought they were going to use the standing rock that
rock.
they did
Oh, okay.
when he first sung the Mario song. As a plot device, because they have a moment where Gabriella stands on the rock and says, this is the moment that matters. Once you stand on this rock and say whatever, anything you've done in the past no longer matters. And I was like, this is going to come back
It
when she
didn't come
decides
back.
to tell the truth. And
You're
it didn't.
right. You're
So
right.
that-
Okay. They could have circled back.
they could have circled back to they didn't. But
They would have
I thought
had
that
to
was
made the movie
interesting.
longer, a reason to be there, I guess.
Those are all my random notes.
Okay. Yes to keeping her hair wrapped up at night. Some nitpick I have about movies is
But
when
not in the
there's
shower.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Sometimes I wash my hair without a shower cap because I want the steam from the shower to
Okay.
re-moisturize my hair.
Okay.
So I'm gonna leave that one. What bothers me though in movies with African American women is that they act like we don't wrap our hair up at night. Now I know we are not a monolith and everybody don't put something on their hair at night, but most of us do.
Slept in makeup.
Okay, fine. All
I mean,
right.
she slept in makeup.
Her face was beat though.
Yeah.
Not beat, but it was like a nice. During the whole movie, she's got like a nice soft makeup look, but she do sleep in it. She do wake up in it. And I was like, all right. Yo, eyeliner is like perfect. It would at least have smudge on them white sheets
You're right.
a little bit. So you're right. The makeup, they didn't quite, they were trying to make her look cute all the time. But they had her, because Halle Bailey has locks, like really long locks. So she had them wrapped up. And I was like, I appreciate the fact that they did that because I love Halle Bailey, or Halle Berry. But in Crime 101, she slept with her hair all free. And I'm like, girl.
She did.
I know you be having something covering that wig. I know it. Anywho, so I appreciate that. Some minor details that make a difference in a movie. I'm going to ignore the makeup part because you was exactly right. I mean, flawless. I mean, all her makeup was cute, but she slept in it.
She woke up flawless.
Literally, like it just lay. All that was done. This is definitely a movie, but people actually. You say she was outlandish for doing certain things, but there are other things that people actually do. So people actually go to places with no lodging across the seas and be like, "I'll figure it out when I get there."
Hostel. People stay in hostels and stuff.
Yeah. So it is outlandish, but there was a little bit of realism in it, and I appreciated that. And I knew like 5 words that they were speaking Bongiorno. I knew that. Somebody
opened with that.
They opened with that. There's some other ones I'm not gonna say them because I'm probably saying it wrong. So
Okay.
shout out to the Babbel app because I've been learning a little Italian on that, and it obviously works. And sequel, question mark explanation point.
My big flat black Tuscan wedding.
They should make a sequel based on the wedding. Now I know it's gonna be I don't know what angle they're gonna go at because she already said she don't have any family, but maybe some family comes from somewhere.
I mean, they keep making them Greek weddings. My big fat Greek weddings.
Make it work.
Those
She
don't have any
got
plots.
maybe she said she didn't have no family, but it's just family she don't talk
Mamma
to.
Mia don't have no plot.
Right, and then they find out and they want to come to a trip. You know,
Yeah.
they can make it work. I don't think they purposely set it up for a sequel, like it don't end that way, but there is sequel potential.
Yeah.
And if everything else can get a sequel, why not?
Yeah.
Why not this? So yeah, those are all my random notes. Let's get into our ratings. So out of 5 Nicole Kidmans, how many are you giving You, Me, and Tuscany?
I'll give this a 4.
Okay.
I thought it was entertaining. It did have some cheesy moments.
Yeah.
I didn't think it wasn't like Oscar winning writing, but it's
Sure.
a rom-com. That's what you go for rom-com
Right.
for. You go for something that's fun, that's light, and has a very satisfying ending. I thought it was shot well. I thought the casting was very good.
Yes.
It doesn't have a lot of stars that I know. But these were, I think there were a lot of standout performances from some people in here.
Got it.
Especially Stella.
Francesca was funny.
And
Yeah.
definitely, I want to see some of these people again in other things.
Okay.
So that speaks to the casting as well. I like this. This
Yeah.
is funny. So I'll give this a 4 Nicole Kidmans.
I'm gonna echo your 4,
Okay.
and I'm only taking one off because a little depth would have been nice. A little depth to some, especially Michael. I don't feel like we got any depth. To
No,
Michael.
I mean, yeah, it kind of just opened up with her narrating her backstory, and then somebody else narrates Michael's backstory. And that's pretty much all we get.
Right. It would. If they would have, they get a couple interactions. If they could have had maybe a couple more serious interactions, like, I don't know, something. A little more something. A little more meat on the bones in terms of the characters of Anna and Michael would have been nice.
Yeah.
But everything else I think was pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give this 4. 4 is good, guys.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering. All right. Is there anything else we have for You, Me, and Tuscany?
I think that's all I had.
Go see it. That's what I would say.
This was fun. It was a good, fun theater experience.
I this is a rebound from the drama. Now I know the drama is not a rom-com. That's a whole debate. I did not go into it thinking it was a rom-com. I'm not one of those people. But whenever we have a movie I don't particularly like and we get a movie following that I really do like, I'm like, yes.
It's good.
I'm validated. I'm vindicated. So yeah, I would definitely check this out. This is Universal, so they typically keep things in theaters for more than 2 days. So hopefully by the time you listen to this, it'll still be there.
Yeah.
You can go check it out. All right, so that wraps up our review. What are we watching next week?
Next week, we are watching...
Not what's on that list. Remember? So for some reason, Mother Mary is getting a limited release, and then it gets a wide release the same week that Michael comes out.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I don't know why A24 is doing that. I mean, it's not like there's nobodies in this movie. It's freaking...
I mean, nothing comes out this weekend. This weekend was empty. So they could have just taken over this weekend and had a good opening at least. But they're not going to have a good opening now.
A24 and they
They're going to have a terrible opening.
Right, because now it's open up again to Michael.
Yeah, might as well not open.
Right.
Might as well just stay closed.
Just open it everywhere this weekend. This coming weekend.
Closed.
So I think we're going to do Project Hail Mary. It was originally not on our list, not because we didn't want to see it.
They still got it on the premium screens.
They do. Project Hail Mary is doing very well. Yeah. Amazon's like, keep it in the theaters, please.
Yeah.
So we'll check that out. We didn't have it on the list because we didn't really have open time for it, but now we do.
Yeah.
It appears. So space. We like space.
The final frontier. And shout out to the Artemis 2 crew.
That made it back home safely, y'all. Woo! Thank Jesus. I will admit that I was watching the landing in the movie.
She was.
My sound was off though, and my screen was dimmed. But I had to make sure they made it.
Was being made.
I had to make sure they made it back, okay? Yeah. Because I was like, Lord, please let the people go all the way around that moon, come back and not make it.
Yeah.
Tragedy.
Yeah.
Now I'm just gonna buy a bunch of merch that's officially out of stock, but I will get on the waiting list. Like you can't buy no plushie, no pens, no shirts.
I ain't got a NASA sweatshirt.
But I need something to say Artemis on it.
Okay, you got to make it. You got to use your press.
Right. The Lego set got a 60-day backlog. If you order it now, there's a 60-day wait.
I can 3D print you something
for the Lego. The thing is huge.
I 3D print your Artemis.
It's like I'm gonna get it faster.
Yeah, you would.
And I ain't got to take 3,000 pieces to put it together. But yes, so yeah, shout out to the Artemis 2 crew that made it back safely. We space nerds over here, so we was definitely checking that out. And that wraps up our entire episode. So thanks for listening. If you like our show, please give it a share. You can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or on our website, vaguelynerdypodcast.com, where you can also leave us a voice message. Also, you can leave us a voice message. I believe there should be a link in your show notes that says contact us at the top. If you click that, you can either text us or leave us a voicemail. Somebody test it out so we can figure out how it works. But that is one way to reach us. You can follow us on Threads. We are where we are most active. We are also on IG at Vaguely Nerdy Podcast. We're also on Blue Sky and Twitter at Vaguely Nerdy Pod. And you can reach us via email at vaguelynerdypodcast@gmail.com. And if you're listening to us on a podcast app and you want to switch it up, you can watch us on YouTube where you have the animated show at Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.